So I learned this lesson from a billionaire. Now, I'm not sure who it was. Was it Alex Hormozi or Charlie Munger? Now, don't get them mixed up with Charlie Morgan. Charlie Munger was Warren Buffett's partner. But the lesson that I learned has truly changed my life, especially in business. It has helped me land a lot of clients. It has helped me retain a lot of clients, and it has made me a lot of money. So the lesson is really simple, and it went something like, you can always say fuck you tomorrow. I know that it sounds really stupid, and I'm sorry for cussing, that's just who I am, but the lesson basically states that, you shouldn't be as reactive. You can always, the person will always be around tomorrow for you to tell them to fuck off. There is literally not a single benefit why you should go ahead and, go off on someone in the moment. Like, what benefits will there be? What? You will upset them, they will get defensive, they will block you. There are no benefits. I remember there was this one girl in my class. I have dropped out, by the way. Here's my social proof drop, like real quick social proof drop, so that you could listen to my bullshit that's about to come out of my mouth. At 17 years old, I hit 10K a month. I dropped out of high school, and now I'm 18, making multiple 5 figures a month. Here, that is my social proof drop. So there was this one girl in my class, the most reactive person that I have ever known. You say something, her face instantly fucking turns bright red. She looked like a tomato when she was angry. Like, I was genuinely amused when I saw her, how angry she would get. Like, it was fun to watch it. There was something about it, like, I genuinely got entertained by how easy it was to upset her. But back to my point. You could say anything to her. Anything that she, for whatever reason, doesn't like. She turns red. She starts screaming at you. Like, I remember her even screaming at the teachers. And guess what? Because that was the case, no one liked her. Everyone was pretty much using her for homework only. Like, no one was her friend until like a test came around, or it turns out there was science homework that needed to be done, and everyone was rushing to her. And she wanted to be liked, so of course she gave homework to everyone. So what is the takeaway here? Don't be so reactive. I know that it's easier said than done, but in the present moment, whenever something that you don't like happens and you feel emotions surging inside of you, your adrenaline just skyrocketing, and you want to start screaming and punching people and cussing at people, chill. Take a second to breathe in and breathe out. I know that it's the most overused and cliche thing ever. Breathe in, breathe out. That shit genuinely helps you. Just the deepest breath in. I would take a deep breath in, but as you can see, it's really cold and my lungs would freeze. So I will refrain from doing so. And there were a lot of examples in my business where, not being so reactive has helped me. At the beginning of my business, I remember I started off as an email copywriter. So I landed my first client on the 6th month, which is really slow, actually. It took me a really long time to get my first client. And in the first month, I remember doing outreach, and people would respond to me. And they would say that, no, I'm not interested. And it's obvious. For whatever reasons, I would get triggered by that. I would be like, what the fuck, dude? I can genuinely fix your business, I can make you money, but you're not interested? What is wrong with you? Of course, me, back then, I didn't know anything about human psychology. they were either, skeptical about this. Something sounded too good. Maybe I confused them, or maybe they just didn't believe me because I didn't have any social proof. Those are most commonly the the three most common reasons. Or of course the fourth one being they're generally not interested. But I used to get so reactive, like I would say, what do you mean you're not interested? Why are you not interested? And I would just spam the shit out of them. And guess what would happen? They would block me in an instant. And I know how annoying it is now. Like, people are reaching out to me for editing, appointment setting, closing, email marketing. People are reaching out to me for email marketing. Wow. And they're so pushy. I tell them, hey man, I don't need your help. And they push. And they get so reactive, like, what do you mean you don't need my help? So guess what I do? I fucking block them in an instant. And so that's what was happening in the beginning of my business. I used to get reactive, and hence I didn't really get any clients. And now let's move forward. Whenever I landed maybe my third client, he didn't pay me for the month. Oh, what happened to my camera? Is it good now? Yeah. I'm working on commission, right? So I get a percentage of every sale that I generate. And I was keeping track of the sales that we made. And one of my clients just didn't pay me at the end of the month for whatever reason. He was seeing the messages, but he wasn't paying me. I thought that, fuck, he ghosted me. What the fuck? But I wasn't reactive. I didn't say, hey, fuck you, dumbass. Why did you ghost me? Why did you just steal my money, my hard-earned money? I was chill. I breathed in, I breathed out. I remember the quote that said, you can always say fuck you tomorrow. And guess what? I didn't say, hey, you dumbass, give me my money. No. I was calm, I was respectful, cooperative, and I gave him time. I said that, hey man, I hope everything is alright. I see that you haven't been responding, and if there's anything, let me know. That was pretty much what I said. And he left that message on scene. And I got even more angrier. But I didn't do anything. Guess what? 3 days from that, he messages me and says, sorry man, Instagram blocked me and I couldn't message you. Imagine I told him, fuck you. Imagine I just was reactive like my classmate was. Just started screaming at him, going off at him for something he wasn't even responsible for. Like, it wasn't his fault. Instagram blocked him for a reason that wasn't even real. They randomly blocked him. So imagine I said, fuck him. He probably would have blocked me. I wouldn't have, gotten my cut. So that's the lesson, man. Moving forward in life and in business, don't be so reactive. I know that it's easier said than done, but don't let your emotions control you. Because if you let fear, anger, sadness control you, you're fucked. If someone upsets you in life, just remember that they had a bad day. I remember there was one YouTuber. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm not sure who it was. Like, this entrepreneur. He was basically doing like house painting back in the day. And he was at this like rich woman's house. He was painting the house and he accidentally like spilled some paint on the pavement. But this paint wouldn't wash away. And he was just, he was like, fuck, I'm gonna lose my job. So he scrubbed that paint and he tried cleaning it with all of these random methodologies, and he said that, okay, I think this will go away. And the woman was like super angry at him. And he could have reacted and said, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he said, I'll come back to your house in like 2 days. If the payment is not gone, I will have to pay for it. He goes back home. He gets a call from the woman a day later. She says something along the lines of, oh, I'm sorry, my son died. And now he realized why she was so angry. So most of the time, whenever someone says something upsetting, just know that they are having a bad day. Then you realize that, dude, you don't get so reactive, if that makes sense. Like, I realize that if someone is angry, if someone is trying to upset you, someone's fucking bullying you, they probably had a bad day. And they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to act as a human being, and they're trying to ruin your day as well. So know that. And don't be reactive. Because remember, it is really well said. You can always say fuck you tomorrow. Like, don't say it today. Sleep on it. Think about it. Consider the consequences. Consider the benefits of doing so. And if still tomorrow you want to tell them fuck you, tell them. It means there's a good reason for that. But don't say it in the moment, because you're gonna regret it. I'm sure, I'm confident in that you have said fuck you or something like once in your life. You got mad at someone, explosively, reactively. You didn't think about it, you just exploded with emotions, and in the moment you said fuck you. Guess what? Later on you probably regretted it. Maybe you lost a friend, maybe you made someone sad, or maybe there were other consequences. You have regretted this in your past. So make sure it doesn't happen again. Learn from your mistakes, and remember that you can always say fuck you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope this made you think a little. And hey, recently people have been skeptical about me saying that, oh, you're not making 20k a month, 30k a month. Go into the description, you will see proof for all of that. Thank you. I pray to God that you prosper. And hey, have a beautiful day.